could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Seattle Seahawks. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Cool, lady. Good job right there. Good job right there. I got it.
Mike 56. Mike 54. It's just me and you. It's just
now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Here's Wilson. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Jones. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They go play action with Wilson. Well, he's going to go for it all. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Run. So right. We got 4. Switch. King. SOS. Shift.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, Roy 33.
From the gun, Mayfield. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Regular. Point it right.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, Steve 6.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A big run there by Jones, 71 yards. Well, a nice little sprint there. I guess if you're the defense, the only thing you hold on to, you got him out of bounds, but it's 1st and goal.
And that's all you can hold on to because they didn't hold on to him very well on that run. He gives them 1st and goal, as you outlined, with a big-time play.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
One left.
50's the mark.
Hey, 0.
Hey, zoom. 50's
One left.
Go.
2nd down and goal. Wilson, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
Hey, Alpha.
Following the interception, Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Sponge. No.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
180! You must be dreaming. Alert! Hey, Echo!
3rd and long for Mayfield. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Brent Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Charles, what a slacker. 5 sacks last week. Took him all the way to the second quarter to get one here in this one.
And just think about all the planning that went into this game to try and keep him from getting to the quarterback. After one quarter, maybe they exhaled and thought, hey, we've got this. Oh, no, you don't. You got to come up with another plan, more looks, maybe even more bodies to keep him out of the backfield.
Now this throw caught left side. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Titans take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Watch the twins. Shit.
Run.
Now they try the right side here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go.
Hey, check Mike 57. Kings.
Coming to you. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Throwing, Mayfield. This will be caught by Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. The Titans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Regular. 7. Hey, Haywood. I got it.
Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
What? Green 80. Line 50. Here we go, D. All day.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Off. Watch the pass. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Run pass.
Play action. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Run. Hey, Delta.
Now Mayfield. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Watch the pass.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. 36 power.
Watch 88. I got you.
Now Wilson on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Better bring it. I'm letting you know right now.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
A second down throw for Mayfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike 7. Let's go. Defense. Hey.
Go. Point it right.
Check.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. First down, Mayfield. He's got Smith here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Hey, high 7.
To throw, Mayfield. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Mayfield now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10. Now a handoff looking right. A little juke. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Second and 5 now. Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Kings.
These babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make alert. Check. Watch.
On first and 10, Mayfield. Complete. Smith has it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He got 29 yards that time. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. Now Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 42-yard line.
58, boys. 58, Mike.
Watch the slats. Watch the slat.
Throwing on second and 8. Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Come on, fellas.
Give him 30 yards there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
That QB's trash. Let's go.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey. Henry.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Mike's 50.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, Mike 50.
Now on second and 13, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This is Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter.
15. Let's go, defense. 14. Let's go, defense. Put it 2. Watch out.
On second and 9, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Here's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. I got you. Regular. Real.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Point it right.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Regular.
Mayfield will throw for it on 4th. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hold up. Check. Get him on.
They'll go again to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hey, watch the lane.
Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 37 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devin White able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Five. No chance.
After the sack on first down, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Mike 7. Watch the run.
Third and long for Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for him. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Now Mayfield on fourth down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Hey, come on now. Alert. Mike 50. Watch the run. Mike 50. Hey, alert. Tight dog.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
19. Joker. Watch the ship. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth.
Let's get off the field, D.
14.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 32 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. To throw is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
Okay.
27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Regular.
Now Mayfield. Fletcher Cox giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Switch. Check. Lock. Pistol.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Being chased out left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Set. 180. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
Mayfield to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They're running it. Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
36 power.
We got this.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.